This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that far. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Oh, geeks. We keeping a foot on the whoop. Oh, geeks, man. Like the Tibetan master that I am, man. Like the Siberian tiger that I am, I'm applying whoop on immediate pressure. Because pressure does whoop. It bursts his pipes. Let's talk about it, man. See, this is what He Knows Everything, formerly known as He Knows the Sport, was talking about. You have a lot of people out there that are supposedly basketball aficionados, right? They want to tell you in supposed basketball aficionado stance or supposed basketball aficionado theology that the Giannis Antetokounmpos and the Milwaukee Bucks are shoo-in to win the NBA title. See, this is what we've prostrated to. This is what we've postured ourselves to. This is what we've become. We've become a generation where folks will just accept any and every bullshit and fuck shit that comes their way. Why are basketball fans believing that the series is over because Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks won Game 5? It's a 7-game series. It's not over until the series is over. This is still a series that anybody could win. Now, is Giannis Antetokounmpo balling? Yes, he is. There's no question about that. And I'm not going to sit here and basically try to denigrate Giannis Antetokounmpo. To be honest with you, it's about time that Giannis Antetokounmpo finally gives us greatness personification. But we understand the moniker of greatness personification. Greatness personification can only be hindered. The motherfucker can't be stopped. So it's about time. Where was this? This should have showed its reared its ugly head a long time ago. But the fact that it's here, we give Giannis Antetokounmpo a big salute for it. But it's not over. Being up in a series 3-2 does not guarantee you the win. And when you have fire marshal bills creating fires and not putting out the smoke, tell you that Monty Williams or Monty Williams, however you want to say the name, needs to be fired because the Phoenix Suns are going to lose the NBA Finals. This is the conquer and divide and conquer that black people do and prostrate themselves. This is what black people do. And this is what we would say, not basketball conversation. This is more so hoopla to get attention. A black guy who worked his ass off build the Phoenix Suns from a team that nobody was expecting to be where they were to make it to the NBA Finals. So he deserves to get his job fired. He deserves to be fired from his job as a head coach bringing his team to the NBA Finals. Win, lose, or draw, this is a succession for the Phoenix Suns because no one expected the Phoenix Suns to be in the NBA Finals. The Milwaukee Bucks, on the other hand, Giannis Antetokounmpo was expected to be here. Because Giannis Antetokounmpo, when he won the MVP, he said he was only 60% of his potential. He put that pressure on himself. Devin Booker came out of nowhere. Now the pressure moving forward will be on Devin Booker. But nobody expected Devin Booker to basically eclipse to the level that he has, to rise to the occasion that he has, and to basically elevate his game the way that he has this year. That was not expected. It was expected for Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo because the level of chemistry that they've built, the level of years that they've been together as a basketball team. See, this is why He Knows Everything is the final authority, because he's always going to give you the common sense approach. Because common sense, to be quite frank, is not common. And not only does He Knows Everything have all the common sense of the world, he's going to come to you in cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion. The Milwaukee Bucks are expected to win this series. If they don't win this series, it's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, because in its gelling process, in its chemistry process, in the years built together, Milwaukee Bucks has more experience than the Phoenix Suns. This is Chris Paul's first year with the Suns. They just got that center Ayton. But Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton have been together for years. Now, I believe that the Phoenix Suns are going to win. This is not a prediction, because predictions are something that you make based on what you see without fail, without question, is going to happen. I said I believe the Phoenix Suns are going to win, and I prefer them, and I picked them to win. But I'm not going to sleep on the Milwaukee Bucks because they have that X Factor player in Chris Middleton. That guy right there reminds me of Chris Bosh in a lot of ways. He's a fucking problem. I'm not going to lie. And that's why so many years ago, and see, in this instance, I can say Prediction King, that He Knows Everything said Milwaukee Bucks would be fools if they listened to the media that year that the Milwaukee Bucks got beat up in the fraudulent fluky on the spot NBA title, least path of resistance NBA title, infinite Sukuyumi virtual reality affair. When they lost to the Miami Heat, everybody was riding Chris Middleton. They wanted to get rid of him, and I was like, why? This is a fraudulent fluky on the spot NBA title. It's a least path of resistance NBA title. It's an NBA pickup game. It's not for real. Wait till it's a real season with real title at stake, and we'll see what's going to happen. And what has happened? Chris Middleton has showed up and showed out. So the Milwaukee Bucks are smart in listening to He Knows Everything and not making a fatal decision that could have screwed them over. But the biggest picture, the biggest pocket issue, the biggest hot topic issue is as simple as this: that the Milwaukee Bucks should be exactly where they need to be at. They should be up in this series. If we're going by chemistry, we're going by years together, we're going by the way that they're playing. But instead of a fire marshal Bill creating the fires, but not willing to put out the smoke, can never put out the fucking smoke, and can never put out smoke, tell you that this is a great NBA Finals. This is a great NBA playoffs. This right here is what the NBA is all about. It's pedigree of parity. It's parity of there being competition. It's pedigree of there not being lagoon reffing. Them not being la bought and la paid for. There not being la occlusion of la nonsense. He's hot and bothered like grits because his favorite basketball player, LeBron James, is not there. So he's taking out his fire marshal Bill, creating the fires, but not willing to put out the smoke. Hatred on the Phoenix Suns. Let me explain why. Because Devin Booker first rounded his LeBron James. I done told you guys about these secret-loving LeBron tards. You will know them by the fruits that they bear. Let me say it again. You will know the secret-loving LeBron tards by the fruit that they bear. And what is the fruit that this Rudy Poo and Plum bring? Classic dope and troglodyte. Ultra fucking fanboy with the ultra fucking fanboy rhetoric bears. It's as simple as this. He bears the hatred for Devin Booker because Devin Booker first rounded his LeBron James. This is why he's rooting for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is the ulterior motive. This is the deep-seated rooting for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's the simple fact that his LeBron James got first rounded. So he's feeling some type of low way. Devin Booker got fire marshal Bill and feeling some type of low way. Devin Booker got fire marshal feeling some type of low way. Devin Booker got fire marshal Bill feeling some type of low way. Some type of low way. Because of the fact that LeBron James was first rounded. When you rationalize your brain behind this, when you allow your corpus callosum, your cerebellum, your medulla oblongata to get a hold of this and grab it, you will see what He Knows Everything is talking about. When it's all said and done, this is where it comes from. This is why he's saying Monty Williams needs to be fired. Just like he wanted another black coach in IE, Doc Rivers, to be fired. This guy right here is strictly from the roots of that LDBC of conquer and divide and conquer. This is why he's a pet for them. This is why he's the fire marshal Bill creating the fire and not willing to put out the smoke edition version of them. These black men are not black men. They don't care about their own fucking people. Their ulterior motives, their deep-seated and rooted motives is about their own self-interest. It's about their own self-preservation. They're selfish at their core. Because they don't give a flying fuck. They never gave a flying fuck. And they never will give a flying fuck. Because when it's all said and done, it was never about the black cause. It was never about black people. It was about their pockets. It was about their self-interest. And it's about what they want to put out there. And i.e. pure beta supreme nonsense. And i.e. mama's boy pure fucking beta supreme nonsense. And i.e. beta cuck male nonsense. This is what it prostrates itself to. This is what it manufactures itself to. Has nothing to do with the Milwaukee Bucks. Has nothing to do with Phoenix Suns. Because he knows everything operates in three-dimensional thinking fashion. He's Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, the reincarnation. 48 Laws of Power, the new edition. And he tells you guys in his most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-teller fashion, his Ledarling was love first rounded by Devin Booker. 47 of them pieces. That's why he feels some type of way about Devin Booker. That's why he feels some type of way about the Phoenix Suns. That's why he wants Monty Williams to be fired. Even though Monty Williams did something in his professional basketball career as a black coach that he's never done before, which is have his first NBA Finals trip as a head fucking coach. And you want a guy like that, with the level of succession that the Phoenix Suns have had in their first year, for him to be fired, it's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, When was the last time Phoenix Suns was in the NBA Finals? Wasn't it 1993? This is why these two teams are bringing up the ratings, because both teams have not won finals in we don't know how fucking long. The Milwaukee Bucks have last seen the NBA Finals when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was there. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, But in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-teller fashion, it's as simple as this. That, like my Aunt Angelou said, when a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. So when a fire marshal bill creating the fire but not willing to put out the smoke tells you that Monty Williams needs to be fired, that the Phoenix Suns need to regroup, and that the Phoenix Suns should feel some type of way for blowing the fact that they lost the NBA Finals, even though it's 3-2, even though the series is not over, even though the fat lady is not fucking saying, it sounds la typical of a la hot and a la bothered like la grits, la Brontard, secret loving edition, that when it's all said and done, that's hot and fucking bothered like grits, that his Devin Booker 47-pieced his LaFraud James into what we would say a LaFell La rendition of a duplicator of Space Jam fucking 2. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. I keep the foot on the Higgs. I keep the foot on the Higgs. When it's all said and done, leave it to He Knows Everything to always reveal to you guys the true intentions behind these mama's boy pure fucking beta supremes. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.